for the postman, Professor Melly Bell. This is not a glorification or a glamorization. This is an education. You can go anywhere in the world and get a couple of lives, but you come right here to get the truth. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below. So when the dope content hit, it'll feel like it's the first and the 15th. Lock the door. Rolo, talk to me about '92 after the Rodney King riots and everything. The city was at smoking. The smoke, you could still see the smoke coming off the buildings. Streets were empty. Stores was empty. People had been looting, and everything was just good. But one thing that happened: the Bloods and the Crips tied the rags, and they came together in unity. They were in the parks. They was on the blocks. They was in each other's neighborhoods. They was everywhere together. What happened?
Well, what happened is like I told you, once they seen that blacks can't come together, so they had to put the bullshit in there. They had to put the bullshit. White boys dressing up as black people. And you had the Nazi lowriders out of Orange County, which is Mexicans and white. They was dressing up in all black, and then they would start coming back shooting up. Because they seen that was too much power. That was unity. That was too much awokeness. So therefore, the government always throw their perpetrators in there to make us fight again. But we got to be more smarter and understand. We can't go for that shit no more. We can't. And we can't go for the census count. Don't go for no census count. Census count is just to see what a black person, where you at, what we got, how far we along, or is it true that, I want to say like how they said, the Caucasian people, the white people are leaving. Because there's a lot of interrace. So they feel like they're going to get wiped off from the earth. So they have to get some Saudi Arabians, a lot of Mexicans. If you look at their cars, they tell you Italian, they say they're white, and they're not. It makes it seem like the population more bigger.
To me, it seemed like there was a couple of sections or sets. I think both Blood and Crip that for some reason just didn't want to have nothing to do with it. And I don't know if you remember. I think the Swans didn't want it. Was one of the ones, and I know there was a couple of Crip sets that didn't want nothing. They didn't want to, be a part of that unity.
And they knew it was going to fall apart because all they take is one dope head or one motherfucker that you can get money come start some shit like they do in the hood. That's all they take. Because it was already brought together for what? War. Seeing somebody beat up. It never was brought together for unity. It never was brought together for love. It never was brought together for peace. It never was brought together for understanding. It was a time that black people just want to release a lot of pain and frustration. And so when they took that, they never took the time to, okay, since we released our pain and frustration, let's do a little education. Let's start helping our community. Let's start coming together. Now, we ain't doing this, we ain't going to support them. We ain't going to spend our money back with them. We're finna get in there and start sowing. We can get out here and start getting in our backyards and start planting vegetables. We're finna get our own poultry. So that's why you have all these parasites in the meat now, because that's how it's taken over, because they know how to do mind control to the meat and the food. And that's what they're doing now. That's why nobody can have a farm. That's why they don't really want nobody to grow their own vegetables. Because now if you don't take the shot, it's coming through the food, or coming through the chlorine, it's coming through the water.
During that time in '92, did you guys invite the Crips to your neighborhood?
Oh yeah, they was over there, but I was in jail. I heard they was really getting down. Which I'm glad I went to jail.
Why?
Because if I was out at that time, I had explosives, man. I was going to go blow up Nicks. I was going to blow up banks and all that. And I'm not knowing that the repercussion, what an explosion would have did. It just wouldn't have blew up the banks. It would have killed a lot of motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? When you have stupid shit and you out there trying to use stupid shit, it causes more stupid shit. So I'm glad that I went to jail.
What made you get into explosives?
Just hanging around skinheads, Ku Klux Klans, hanging around motherfucking hermits that live in the desert, motherfuckers that live, like if you look out there in the desert, you think there's nobody out there, but it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like people got tunnels. They put sheets of plywood over, cover back up with dirt, they dig a holes in there, and they live free.
So was that was like living off the
Yeah,
grid?
living off just called living off the grid. You gotta know how to live off the grid. You gotta know how to make your own weapons. You gotta know how to reload your own weapons. You gotta know how to take your brass, clean your brass. You gotta know how to break down your guns. You gotta know how to make a bow and arrow from scratch. You gotta know how to make a knife from scratch. You gotta know how to eat. You gotta know what root to eat. You gotta know how to extract water from air. You gotta know how to do all these things. All these things.
Does that explain why you got all them swords sitting over there?
Yeah, everything. Because the world gonna come. It's gonna come to a time where people think, "Oh, I got guns, I got this." Yeah, but what about when you run out of bullets?
You got knives and machetes and
Everything,
what do they call them? Samurais and
everything.
all spears and
That's
all sorts of kind of
that's your
stuff.
main tool. That's your main tool to survive.
Uh,
That's a surviving tool. String, flint, a hook. That's it. That's all you need. And then you can make the rest as you go along. You can build your cabinet. You can take fiber. You can take other kind of stuff and put in your clothes to keep you warm or insulation. It's different things. It's you just gotta know how to do it. But we are stuck on bullshit. Like, they don't want you to learn that. They don't want you to learn survival skills. They don't want you to learn how to make it and how you can deal without the government. Like I said, the government is nothing but a governor, like on a mini bike, to control your speed. So the government gonna tell you what you can do, what can be over here, what can be over in this section, or how long you can do it. So it's like governing your life when you can go further. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you can invent stuff, you can make stuff to invent stuff where you don't need no electricity, but you can't tell the government because now the government's saying that you're not paying your taxes. That go back to Judas. Let's go back to the Romans and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because God said my tithes is free. But we are playing Judas. When you go to church and you pay your tithes, you're paying to a Judas. You know what I'm saying? I hate to tell you, Abe and Cain.
so do you think our people, and this is off, kind of like off topic, but do our people really understand that it's more important to earn more, spend less, invest the rest?
Exactly. They don't. Because you got to understand what they do is they'll work for 4 or 5 months real hard, pay their bills, and as soon they get up to like 2,500, they'll see something to catch their eye and shine like a raccoon. They'll go spend it all again.
Like a raccoon?
Like a raccoon. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting because a raccoon eyes do shine.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we are. So you gotta stop your wants. Like my grandmama and them always say, my Aunt Fanny says, control your wants. If you can control your wants, you can control your will.
That's a good way to look at that, Rolo.
Stop wanting all the time. Everybody want,
You got food, you got lights, you got gas, you got,
That's all you need.
you got transportation. Even if you don't have transportation, there's always public transportation.
Hey,
But
man,
what I'm saying is, you got all the essentials, you should be good
live
until you're able to,
depart from this earth.
yes.
Because therefore, now, when you live that way, you're not producing chaos. You're not producing harm. You're producing harmony. Now you understand life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when somebody see you living that way, they can say, "Damn, I can live that way too. Sucker free, pain free, stress free, all that." You get what I'm saying? So once they can understand that, you can. See, our people is once they get money, they think they can go invest into the biggest investors and not knowing it's already at its peak, and that's why they always lose. And see, our people got to understand we are the investors because why? Whatever we do, they want to put it on TV. Whatever they do, they want to put it.
Yeah, whatever we do, they want to market it, package it, and sell it. We just don't make any money off of it. They do. They make all the money, Rolo.
It's like this. You got to do like you said, like how they used to do back in the 1939, 1920s, in the 40s. Our people, when they had a club, they'd build it in our community. They would never take their music out the community. They would make sure the white man come to the community and spend in the community and buy their drinks for their community. And they would never buy out the community drinks. You see what I'm saying? So once we can get back into that thinking, so when we perform shit, we perform only in our community. When we throw dances only in our community. If you want to sing, sing in the black community. for the black community to rise and have revenue coming to them.
Yeah, because we have the market on the entertainment, sports, just everyday activity, all the things that people want to be a part of. It seems that we have the most talent.
Because just don't go to their building. Get our own building. If you ain't got a building, we got pop-up tents. We got empty fields. We got black people own fields. We can tell we're gonna clean up. We can build places. We can build whatever. Pop-up tents. It don't have to be a permanent building because therefore, if it ain't a permanent building, that's another overhead we don't have to worry about tax. See how you going to cut down the tax? You want to cut it down. This is sunny California. Only time you're gonna need a motherfucking tent is only for 4 months. And the rest you can do in the sunshine. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, that's an overhead that you don't have to worry about a building. Just make sure you got the property, you own the property. You get what I'm saying? And then once that ain't jumping up, see, there's so much you can do there. You can throw entertainment there, like I told you. Once the entertainment jump up there, now you got your own fashion show going there. Once that fashion show go there, now you got the people there. They got your own cooking entertainment shit going there. When the entertainment cooking shit going on, now we get a little frustration going on. We can tell each gang you get 5 niggas or either 20 niggas from your hood, nigga, and we're gonna have a fight night. And that's revenue coming in. That's lead frustration from the streets. And then you got wrestling night. You got skate night. You got ultimate caveman. Ultimate warrior. You can build up shit like that. And that one little thing, that one revenue area can collect money just like Disneyland. Just like Disneyland. And then you're gonna have your gang members make sure nobody breaking no cars because they're gonna be on the payroll too. And they're gonna make sure no hoes walk down the street. So you gotta think, if they call themselves mafia and all this, the mafia ain't gonna have their hoes where their kids go to school. Kids never gonna see the hoe. Kids ain't gonna never see a dope dealer. Kids ain't gonna never see a thief around there. The kids never gonna see harm around there. See, that's how real mafioso, the KK was just the Korean killers, the real Ku Klux Klans and skinheads. You can't go around that shit like that. Only in the black sloppy neighborhood they say they're gangsters. They sell around kids, shoot around kids, shoot the teachers. You lower him, make sure hoes walk around for the kid think he's gonna go take a test, but all he can remember seeing ass and titty is exciting, and he in class now, he become a pervert. So we are teaching our kids to become something that they're not, and they think that don't hurt our kids. That do. Like I told you, kids suck up more shit than an adult do 10 times, and they learn shit 99 times quicker than an adult. Telling you. So as long as we keep doing bullshit around kids, we hurting our own kids. As long as we don't help our kids.
There it is there, Rolo. Well, appreciate you, Rolo. We're going to go ahead and lock the door until the next time. Professor Melly Mill, the Hood Postman, Rolo, Wick. Lock the door. Lock the door. Lock it.
Proof of grind all the time, baby.
Yeah. Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the feds get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted